can't really say anything until I actually watch it.
Exactly.
But, I mean, based on what I've seen previews and whatnot, and avoiding all spoilers, that's what it kind of seems like. Is that?
Yeah, all you need to know.
It's like the whole Anakin, how he was swayed to the dark side. It seems like they're trying to do that to her.
All I have to tell you, I'm not gonna tell you anything about the movie. All I'm gonna tell you is, I love Star Wars. I hated that movie with passion. I thought that was the worst one.
I can tell you right now, from just watching what was the one before Last Jedi? The Force Awakens.
Well, I mean,
Kylo. From just watching that movie, Kylo Ren really annoyed me as a villain. He just seemed really annoying, like a butthurt little.
Well, I think they should have chosen another character.
He seemed like a butthurt teenager. In my honest opinion, he kind of seemed like,
maybe
I don't want to be just like my great-great-grandfather, even though.
He's there.
I think he explained that he wasn't technically his great-great-grandfather, but he admired him like a great-great-grandfather.
He's a Skywalker, so.
And so I don't know,
Well, what I was gonna tell you was
he just seems like an annoying type of character.
Technically, he is like his grandfather because Anakin was annoying. Anakin was whiny, okay? He cried about everything.
I know he didn't seem as annoying as.
Actually, the funny thing is, I actually liked the prequels. I actually thought that they were good. The original Anakin irritated me, the kid, okay? When they got to Hayden Christensen, it kind of evened itself out, but he still was whiny because of everything else that was going on. And I don't know, I mean, they took Luke, and they said because Luke in the beginning was whiny, they should make Anakin whiny. But they took Anakin's character of whininess to a whole new level. For Luke? No, for Anakin, because Luke was whiny in the first one. They increased it
because Luke was the original.
Yes.
They went back.
Well,
it's like, Luke seems whiny, so let's make Anakin really whiny.
Yeah,
Is that what you're trying to say?
Yes, and then
let's make kid Anakin whiny.
Yes, and then when Anakin became a Jedi, not Anakin, Luke became a Jedi, like actually full-on Jedi. Yeah. He was serious, and he was more like an Obi-Wan type. But it's just
honestly, Luke didn't seem too whiny in comparison.
No, Luke was awesome. I thought Luke was awesome. No, Anakin was whiny because they said since he lived in Tatooine with his father, like his father did, it just make him whiny.
We need to see more Jar Jar Binks.
Jar Jar Binks, Sith Lord. He's a Sith Lord. He's the main villain of the entire show.
People made videos on like how much evidence there is that Jar Jar Binks is like the actual Sith Lord, and that like everything else was kind of a front. And it's like, I mean, all the evidence does kind of stack towards that, but I mean, there's no like definite just statement or proof that like goes, yeah, he is.
Oh, sorry, have I missed something? Who are you talking to right now? Some sort of bot
I
that destroys people?
Honestly, I haven't been watching Max play the whole time.
No.
I've just been letting you do
Yeah,
I did the first 5 to 10 minutes, and then it just kind of went off from there. It's just like, yeah, blah blah blah.
I'm like, I could
blah,
tell
blah,
what's
blah.
going on, but
Beep,
they're
beep.
occupied.
So you have a bounty on your head?
All Jedi do.
Okay. I got
Bounty on? Oh yeah.
What happened is I escaped the mining tunnels, and now I've met this droid dude.
Okay.
You could say the thing that he's wearing is a pretty big bounty.
Well, you can also say he's a.
There's some funny looking glasses up ahead.
I was gonna say he looks
is
like
that for like a visor or something?
It's like some kind of.
He looks like the
I
robot.
can't explain.
How is it even staying on his head?
I don't know.
There's like nothing connecting from the back or the front. It's just there.
Oh, dude.
He reminds me of the robot in the Empire Strikes Back of Cloud City. Cloud City. What's the main place called in Cloud City? What's it called?
Cloud City.
No, it's the planet. The planet's not called Cloud City.
What is he talking about?
I don't know. Noid system.
Cloud City. Remember in Empire Strikes Back? Yeah. What was the main planet called? It's gonna drive me nuts. But okay.
Tongue tied.
I'll remember. It's just. But
I feel like I know more of the planets' names in Star Wars than the cities.
Mm-hmm.
And that's saying something because I don't remember. I mean, I remember enough from Star Wars, but I don't remember enough like you do.
Yeah, I was gonna tell you, but yeah, I was watching this video. I was watching this.
I'm not gonna bother remembering because it's just gonna piss me off.
I was watching this video where this person was talking about this tweet that the the directors of the newest Star Wars put out. They're like blaming the fans for the fall of them, saying that we're the reason why Star Wars isn't doing good. Well, when you put them out every year, because Force Awakens came out 1 year, then the next year
if you want to
Rogue
think about
One.
technically, the all they have is the power to create a product, and they have to sell that product to us. And if we don't like it, then they have to change.
Yes.
It's not if they're not satisfying their customers, that's their fault. They got to figure it out. I mean, in a basically product and producer producer product and customer standpoint, because that's basically what it is. You can't just sit there and blame the customer not buying your thing if it's a shit product. I'm not calling Star Wars shit.
No,
I'm just
would
saying
say
that, like,
the newest ones.
if it's not, I mean, like, if for the longest time you're producing something of higher grade, and all of a sudden you produce something that's not as high grade, like, it's still decent, it's still good, but it's not as good as the predecessors. I mean, its ancestors, not whatever.
Yeah.
Anyways, if it's not as good as the previous ones, what's convincing what's convincing them to like it or buy it or watch it or whatever, if it's just not as good as what you want it to be?
I don't know.
And then if they don't like it, why is it their fault?
Well, because
why is it their fault that your product's bad?
Well, the thing is, the guy who directed Last Jedi said that it was his interpretation of Star Wars. Okay, that's fine. His interpretation of Luke, but you have to make it so he's still Luke.
Yeah.
Not some sort of knockoff that you think is what you think.
Based on what I've seen on the trailer, like what people make jokes about, it's just like, oh, I want to stay on this island.
Yeah, you have to make it. You still have to.
Was he the only appearance in that movie? Was just basically at the beginning?
He's on the island.
Because at the end of Force Awakens, that's you meet.
Yeah.
You get to see him again. But based on what people say, is like you only get to see him at the beginning. That's about it. Is that true? He's only basically at the beginning of the movie.
No, he's throughout the movie. He's throughout the movie.
Okay, because
let me tell you what.
Without spoiling the movie, like jokes that people made is just like, you thought you're gonna see Luke. Well,
here's what I'll tell you. Okay, Mark Hamill, Luke, the guy who played Luke Skywalker. Okay, he said that when he was acting as Luke, he said, I wasn't Luke Skywalker. I was like John Skywalker. I wasn't even Luke. It didn't feel anything like how I was supposed to be. He's like you kind of destroyed my character. Okay, that's all he said. And I watched it and I thought to myself, yeah, he did.
Because based on like a little bit of I've seen it, it's like he's not really. I mean, because I did see like a little bit of like a clip of like.
It sucks.
It's just like. I mean, he's acting like a different person.
Yeah, it sucks that I can't tell you.
I mean, it
anything.
is Luke, but he's
it's
not acting like
it's
Luke.
not. I would love to tell you, but I can't because I don't want to ruin it for you. I really don't. And
yeah,
it sucks that you haven't seen it because I
there's
really
a lot
want to
of
tell
shit
you
I
stuff.
need to catch up on. I mean, it's not completely my fault, but at the same time,
I know.
it is my fault.
Well, if you wanted to, I can actually give you.
Because if I haven't seen
Blu-ray
something
copy
or
of it.
whatever, obviously that's not my fault.
I can let you borrow the Blu-ray copy of Last Jedi and you can watch it. I had the 4K version that comes with the Blu-ray, so if you want to see it, I can always let you
I'll
borrow
probably
it.
have to use the Blu-ray.
Yeah, well, I know, that's why I was asking if you wanted to borrow the Blu-ray. And then next time you come back here, we get to talk about it, but it's just, I don't know, it's just, it irritated me.
Should I take it this time or next time?
I think I can find it and you can borrow it. I mean, because I think Max has something going on next Saturday, don't you? No? Me neither, so I guess you haven't until Saturday.
Like I said, I usually have Saturdays.
So who's...
That's the droid maintenance officer.
He killed him?
No,
He's just knocked out?
he's dead.
I said, oh.
He
I
didn't kill him.
I didn't kill him, but he
different droid
died.
killed him.
You know,
The droids killed him.
Was it that droid?
Maybe.
Me, a droid, I did not kill him. Another droid that came in here shot him.
Since
and
we're
walked
talking
off.
about Star Wars, at least
No.
we're connecting to what we're basically watching.
Well, think about this.
Slash.
If everybody is dead on this tired
Space
station, but he's the only one left,
Why aren't they killing him?
that leaves very few suspects for who has caused all this.
Yeah, but there's also the other guy you talked to.
Atton Rand, he was locked in
He was
jail
locked in
cell.
a jail cell. So.
I don't know. And then there's also the other one that you're talking to.
Kreia was technically dead in the morgue.
Cloud City
It totally
is
wasn't
freaking
him.
best
He totally
way.
did not cause anyone to die.
It was best.
And he definitely was not in the perfect area to manipulate the droids to kill everybody.
Did you guys say Harrison?
He's in the maintenance.
Harrison, the planet's called Bespin. That's the planet. I completely forgot.
Many consoles have voice recognition sensors built into their systems.
Heavy?
No,
I know.
it's great. It feels
I know,
perfect.
right?
I love it.
It's awesome. Like,
It's better than my PlayStation 4 controller. It's just.
well, look, the reason I like the Xbox controller is because it's actually bulky and it's big and it's good for big hands.
No, it just feels. I don't know. I've had many Xbox controllers. This
But
one
it just feels
great,
good, right? I know.
Yeah, and it looks good and feels good. So it's like, looks good,
feels good. I don't know. There's just something about it.
Yeah, all
Grease.
things. Oh, it's because
Ah,
it's controlled by.
diggity dog. Oh, yeah,
Okay.
there's like a couple remixes by this one little small YouTuber called like Sakatume or whatever.
Yeah.
That like I ran across like the other I think last year when I was still up to date on Walking Dead. It was like it was during the Negan arc when it was like first kind of starting, and they made a lot of like kind of catchy remixes of Negan. And it's like when they started trying to do other remixes, start getting more shit, in my own opinion. And it was just like that little short period where I was like watching. I was like, damn, these are kind of catchy, like the hot diggity dog.
Yeah.
I gotta show them to you later. Might as well. Like when we're done with this, maybe put on YouTube or whatever. But like,
I like to listen to.
it's always
band
weird
review.
running into like these little creators sometimes. Like, it's like that's a good example. Like sometimes you just run across small creators like that, and it's like, damn, they're actually pretty good, and then you subscribe to them because you want to watch more of it. I mean, honestly, that could be the same thing that could happen with us. I mean,
Have you seen that?
it's you never get your hopes up too high because honestly, if you wish too high, you get crushed more.
I know.
And then if you keep low expectations, you get more surprised the better you do. Because like, if you keep low expectations, you stay surprised. But if you always have high expectations, it's never gonna feel good when you actually succeed because you're already expecting that. So it's just like you're never gonna get that little excitement for doing good. Like if you do good, and then like if you do bad, you get crushed.
Speaking of The Walking.
So honestly, it's kind of good to keep low expectations.
Yeah.
I mean, most people it's like, oh, that's not right. You gotta have high expectations. Like,
Sometimes
no, you
it's
gotta
good
be
to keep it low.
idealistic while having. I mean, you can have high goals, but still idealistic
realistic,
and keep expectations low. Have high goals, expectations low.
Mhm.
So you
Have you seen?
so you stay happy and you don't feel completely worthless, while still kind of being happy for doing something good per se. I don't like. Sometimes like it seems like now I'm kind of having trouble trying to explain what I'm saying, but I mean it's taking longer to explain something than it should,
Yeah, sure.
and sometimes I can get irritating. I know sometimes I can be kind of irritating. Like,
I was gonna say, speaking of The Walking Dead,
my nose is so
Did
stuffed
you ever-
right now. It's pissing me off.
did you ever watch the bad lip reading Carl Papa?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was